Well, congrats New York City, you got your socialist, and for the sake of a great American city, I hope that everything he said he'll do comes true. But on the off chance that 34-year-old Zogbat Salami that never had a job in his life somehow figured out a way to make it work that nearly every other society didn't, let's make some predictions. Real estate prices will either decrease or flatline and experience a great period of severe uncertainty, but it won't benefit you. Those prices will be for our large apartment buildings and people that want to get out of Dodge before things get crazy. But the rents, they'll go up because the limited amount of protections that New York City landlords already had will get even worse. As the rent prices suddenly experience more scrutiny, you'll start paying a whole lot more for everything else, like your amenities, or you'll have no amenities at all. Pay-for-play amenities, reduced doorman hours, more expensive mailboxes, etc. The rent-controlled apartment wet dream will likely never come to fruition, or it'll take years because most of the city is owned by a small handful of landlords as it is. So they'll say they gotta build, and that'll take a whole lot of time, and the people that'll get contracted to build those will be the exact same billionaires and millionaires that he was been railing against all along, and they'll get great government contracts. The supposedly free buses and subways will be a new haven for street dwellers, especially in the winter months, and they'll become considerably more unsafe. So all those people that use that way of transportation before, they'll end up paying a lot more money for car services and the rest. Existing sky-high taxes and the supposed new worker protections will spook a lot of small businesses, and they'll close up shop and leave town for good, which will allow the exact same wealthy elite that he railed against to scoop up those assets and sit on them for 4 years till he gets out and the winds change. If the population of the city doesn't decrease, at least the productive population of the city will, making way for new waves of citizens that likely won't assimilate and will be looking for a handout. The lax view on crime and policing will only embolden criminals to take bigger risks, and he'll eventually have to either turn on the policies that he said or watch the city get more and more unsafe. He has no business or negotiation expertise, so the large firms will try to make it work with him, but they'll ultimately realize that they won't be able to come to a deal, and they'll likely end up moving their businesses out of town completely. He'll blame them for the immediate pain, and he'll beg the people to give him more time. The city-run grocery stores will likely not happen at all, and if they do, there will be no discernible difference in price unless it's subsidized by the taxpayers. The non-city run grocery store owners will band together to save their livelihood. Their lifetime of relationships with the existing vendors will be more valuable than the new city run buyers, as they will likely be gone in 4 years, but they will need to be selling to those existing stores after they're gone. After 18 to 24 months, the socialites and celebrities and social media influencers that encourage people to vote for Salami, they'll express their discontent, or they'll say something like, well, I'm not going to get involved in politics at all. The promises made that are actually kept will seem good at first, but they'll actually have the opposite effect of their stated intent. Businesses will be forced to find workarounds for the new regulations or risk losing their business entirely. By the time the results play out and the bureaucracy actually catches up because it's been wasting its time with useless social programs, there'll be a new race for mayor and a new candidate that will promise the exact same things, but he'll promise that he won't make the same mistakes. They'll campaign exclusively on social media, duping the next generation into the exact same fate, and the cycle will repeat. I hope I'm wrong, but I doubt it.